Hey YouTube, welcome back. So today I'm going to show you guys a tutorial on how to remove your front brake pads and the rear brake pads as well. So with this 2007 Lexus GS350, this brake pads on the caliper, it's different on how to remove it compared to the traditional vehicles. Okay, so I removed the wheels. This is the tire right here, and I'm gonna go to the back of the brake caliper and show you guys on how to remove it. So yeah, this is the brake caliper. Okay, assembly right here. There's this bar that has this cutter pin. You need to remove it. This one right here. So you need to rotate this bar and then pull out that cutter pin right there. While you're doing that, you gotta press this spring downward, so you can rotate easy. So this is the warning indicator. So yeah, as you can see, the customer is stating that it's squeaking. So that means you need to replace the brake pad. So yeah, all you need to do is use this needle nose plier, and then to rotate it. Make sure you grab it nicely and then rotate it. So you see the pin, the cutter pin has been rotated. I'm going to do it with two hands. So you grab it firmly and rotate. There you go. So they put it in there for a reason, so it doesn't accidentally fall off. And then now you can get this pin by grabbing here and then pull it out like that. Okay. And after that, you can use this nose plier to push it outward. There you go. So you want to press this spring, press it toward the rotor or downward, and then push this pin out. And when I press down, as you can see, it's came out now. So I need to press this down in, okay? You get it out so you get to see. Alright, so I removed that locking pin already, or the bar, or whatever you call it. And this is the spring or the bracket that holds it down tightly, okay? And now you can kind of jiggle it and move the brake and look at it. I can use like a plier to push this piston in. There are two pistons on this one, okay? Actually, it still has more brakes. Alright, so I'm gonna use this locking plier, and then to squeeze these 2 points right here, so the piston could go in a little bit. So I can remove this. Oh, there you go. I did a little bit, and now I can remove it. If you want to compress it all the way down, you could also do that as well. Some other DIYer, they use a screwdriver to jam it in here. Or actually, you could use a special tool for the brakes only to expand it back, so you can insert a brand new one in there. So this is what I did, and then I squeeze it. Okay, I can feel the compression. So this is better than a screwdriver method. So the screwdriver, You might mess up the rotor. So I'm going to do the same thing on this side. And squeeze slowly. Normally you want to open your brake reservoir, the brake fluid reservoir. Okay, now you can remove them easy. So the one that has a warning indicator is inside, okay? See? It's flat. So we're going to do a comparison. Well, this still has some life left. So I'm just going to lubricate real quick. So normally you see the contact point, you want to put like a lubricant in there, okay? And on the back here as well. It seems that there's still some lubricant there. So yeah, I got the dual last gold semi-metallic brake pads. This one has a lifetime warranty from AutoZone. So I'm gonna save the old one for the customer in case she come back, and we can swap them out. It's a lifetime warranty. I had that for my Prius before. I swapped it a couple times without getting charged. And you might want to go ahead and compare the size and everything before you put it in. Wow, this is pretty thick. So this one has a shim pre-installed already. So and this is the other side. Let's see it fit in there. Wow, very nice. I'm gonna lubricate them and then put it in. That's so easy. So the front brake pad is $75.99, the rear is $71.99 plus tax. Wow, they also come with a new bracket or the spring. So I got this brake lubricant. I'm gonna go around all those metal contact and everything first, and then over here, whatever that touches metal, so it doesn't make that grinding noise. Gonna put some grease over there. A lubricant where the bracket is gonna sit.
Take picture like you guide me step 1, step 2, step 3 这样子，你不要弄到复杂。你说我赶紧处理的过程，我觉得这些照片我可以 share， 反正不能给照片。
Put this new one in there. So I'm gonna clean this and then I'll clean the rod. Okay, now I'm gonna insert the pin and clean the pin. So you need to put the spring plate in here. Okay. Like that. I'm gonna press it downward. Sometimes people say that you cannot put a new one because it's hard to put it in. So you need to play around with it. The pin was kind of high, so I did press it downward. Okay, to match the hole here to insert through. Now it is inserted through already. I'm gonna put the cutter pin in there. Okay. Should you push down? Make sure I rotate it so you push in. and then I'm gonna rotate all the way back so it doesn't actually come out this way. So I'm doing the driver's side. You're gonna do the same thing. Alrighty, so I finished this side. Get ready to put in the rim. And play around with the locking pin to fit in there. There's a cotter pin right there. Alright, so right now we're gonna work on the rear brake pads, okay? It's a little bit different. Alright, so the rear brake pads are different to remove, okay? There's this spring. It's on the left hand side right here. And the right hand side it is hooked. You need to disengage it. And then there's another spring hooked on the top and the bottom here. Okay. So I'm going to remove this. Okay, that's one. And another one on this side. And then this bottom spring is hooked here, okay? So you cannot take it out, that's spring. This spring, not sure why they put it like that. It's supposed to be top to bottom, that's it. But they, anyway, I'm going to remove it. So after you remove this bottom locking pin or the bar, now you can remove the spring. Just pull out straight. So this is supposed to be like a locking pin on the top and bottom. So whoever work on the brake, they didn't do it right. So yeah, what I got out was this two half of the cotter pin, which is not good. It's supposed to be a long bar that locks into it, so somebody Mickey Mouse it. So I'm gonna do the same thing on this locking plier to squeeze it. Just do it slow, see? And then I'm gonna do the top part. Whoops. Might be too thin. Let's check it out. So this still have life left, but anyway, just going to change it. Alright, so I just put the test fit on the new one. I'm gonna show it to you guys. Oh. This caliper could move back and forth, okay? So you could adjust it, the brake pads. By the way, I had to put the old brake pad, double it up, and squeeze this piston more in there, okay? Alright, so I managed to put in everything. So if you don't have those cotter pin or lock that bar in, this thing is gonna come out and mess up your rim, okay? Top and bottom one. Now I'm gonna start on this side. It seems like they also Mickey Mouse it, the cotter pin, so shoot. Anyway, it's the same thing as the other side. Well, there you have it. Anyway, hopefully you guys give a thumbs up, like the video. Please be sure to hit the subscribe button, turn on that bell for notification, or drop any in the comments down below. And thank you for watching. See you guys on the next one. Like always, peace.